Before the world knew Dundee for videos and digital innovation, this city on the Tay was known for something entirely different. The relentless hum of jute mills, the scent of marmalade, and the headlines from its famous newspapers. Dundee's story is one of remarkable transformation. From Juteopolis, the global capital of a tough Indian fibre, to Scotland's undisputed tech capital and a creative powerhouse shaping the digital future. Welcome to the Scottish English Podcast, the show where you can learn about Scotland's history, culture and accents. If you want to follow along a little bit more easily with this episode, check out the transcript, which you'll find through the link in the description, which has some vocabulary from this episode, along with their descriptions, pronunciation and some idiomatic usage as well. And if you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button so that you know when the next episode of the Scottish English Podcast comes out. I'm Claire and today is the third episode in our tour of the Scottish cities. And today we're in Dundee, the city where I grew up. We'll trace the city's journey from its industrial past to its rise as a world leader in gaming, tech and creative industries. The age of jute. Let's wind the clock back to the 19th century. Dundee's industrial heritage is summed up in the famous 3 J's: jute, jam and journalism. But it was jute, a tough fibre imported from India, that put Dundee on the world map. By the late 1800s, Dundee was known as Juteopolis, with over 100 mills employing up to 50,000 people. That was half of the city's working population. The city's location on the Tay meant it was ideal for importing the raw jute itself, but also whale oil, which was essential for processing the fibre. Jute was everywhere in sacks, ropes and carpets, and even in wagon covers for America's westward expansion. The industry didn't just provide mill jobs, it powered engineering firms, foundries and bustling docks. Dundee's mills were also unique in their workforce. By 1911, 75% of jute workers were women, including many married women, which was really unusual at that time. The city's industrial skyline was dominated by landmarks like Cox's Stack at Camperdown Works, the largest jute factory in the world. Verdant Works, now a museum, preserves this legacy, letting visitors experience the sights and sounds of a Victorian mill. But prosperity had a price. The wealth of Juteopolis was built on the labour of workers in Dundee and in Bengal, where the raw jute was harvested and then later processed. Scottish jute barons began to shift production to India, which accelerated Dundee's industrial decline. Decline and reinvention. By the early 20th century, the jute industry began to falter. Cheaper production in India, changing global markets, and the end of government protections led to mill closures. By the 1970s, commercial jute production in Dundee was over. Many mills were demolished or repurposed, and the city faced the challenge of reinventing itself. Dundee's resilience showed in its ability to adapt. The city's other J's remained important, with jam thanks to Keeler's marmalade, and journalism with DC Thomson's comics and newspapers. But new industries were needed. The digital revolution. The seeds of Dundee's digital future were sown in the mid-20th century with companies like Timex, which brought electronics manufacturing and later played a crucial role in the city's emerging tech scene. The real breakthrough came in the 80s and 90s with DMA Design, a local studio that went on to become Rockstar North that created global gaming hits like Lemmings and the original Grand Theft Auto. These successes put Dundee on the map as the birthplace of modern video game development. Abertay University cemented the city's reputation by launching the world's first degree in computer games technology in 1997. Today, it's recognised as Europe's top video games school, attracting talent from across the globe. Scotland's tech capital. Fast forward to today, and Dundee is a thriving hub for digital media, gaming, and tech startups. The city's transformation is supported by collaborative spaces like the Flour Mill and Abertay Cyber Quarter, and by initiatives such as Tech Scaler, which nurture entrepreneurship and innovation. Dundee's tech ecosystem is diverse, spanning gaming, life sciences, clean energy, and data analytics. Major investments like the £1 billion waterfront development and the new 5G innovation hub are helping Dundee shape the future of immersive technology, virtual reality, and cybersecurity. The city's creative energy is also visible in its vibrant art scene, with the V&A Dundee Museum standing as a symbol of this new era. A city that keeps reinventing itself. Dundee's journey from jute to digital innovation is a story of resilience, creativity, and community spirit. The city's ability to adapt, whether in the face of industrial decline or the demands of the digital age, has made it a model for transformation. From the echoing mills of Jutopolis to the buzzing studios of game designers and tech entrepreneurs, Dundee continues to lead Scotland into the future. That's all for today's episode of the Scottish English Podcast. If you've enjoyed our journey through Dundee's past and present, don't forget to subscribe. The next stop on our tour of Scotland's cities is Inverness, the gateway to the Highlands. That's next week on the Scottish English Podcast. Thanks for listening.